Hi, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about juicing and blending. So, a lot of people juice and blend. So, this is something that people who don't juice and blend wonder why people are juicing and blending. And those who blend and juice uh, don't really understand, I think, why they're doing it. They may do it just for health reasons, or they may just do it believing, in all honesty, that it's good for you. So, I'm going to share some of my thoughts on this subject. So first of all, what do you juice? That's important. So if you're juicing a lot of sweet, sugary fruits and vegetables, for example, carrots are very sweet, apples are sweet, all kinds of fruits are really sweet, except berries. Berries are not that sweet. So if you're juicing fruits that are sweet, what you're doing is you're taking all the fiber out, you're breaking down the cell walls, and you're taking out just the sugary, sweet uh, juice, which is highly concentrated, and you're drinking that. So it's like it's giving you a sugar high. So it's raising your blood sugar, which may not be that great unless you're an athlete or some you're a long distance runner or you're exercising. Then it might be justifiable. So why is it not good? Because when you take the juice, you can probably have a glass or two glasses even of juice. But if I let me give you an example, you probably need about 18 oranges to make about a liter of or 750 ml or a liter of orange juice. 18 oranges. Now tell me, can you drink a glass or a liter of orange juice in one sitting? You probably could. But if I ask you if you can eat 18 oranges in one sitting, can you do that? Likely not, because it'll fill you up. You won't have any more room. So that's one reason why I think juices are not that great. If they're all fruit juices, then they're not good for you. Uh, on the other hand, if you're using more vegetable juices, let's say more green vegetables, leafy green vegetables, cucumbers, green apples that are not that sweet, some berries maybe, then they're probably slightly better, than regular juices. Uh, but still, I think juicing is for special circumstances. You think of juices as almost therapeutic. You know, they can be good for you, but they can be bad for you if they're used in a different way. For example, medicines are good for you, but if you don't need them, they can be bad for you, or in high doses they can be bad for you. So juice is like a high dose, because it's with a lot of nutrients. It's got a lot of stuff that we don't really understand. So in my mind, having some juice here and there is all right, but if you do it 3 times a day, 4 times a day, every single day, it may not be that great if you do it all year round. Where do these drugs come from? See, why am I comparing drugs with or medicines with juices? So a lot of these drugs have their origin in plants. They've extracted chemicals from plants to have specific actions. Uh, the nature designed things in a certain way so that we eat it in a certain way. Now we can change that, and we can, juice, for example, we can juice lots of fruit and make a glass of juice. It's probably really good. It's full of nutrients. It's a high concentration, but you have to be judicious about how often you eat it, or when you eat it, what kind of juice you eat, and so on. Uh, then one other thing that people compared when they compare juicing and blending, they say that juice takes out all the fiber, which is true. So they prefer smoothies. Now in smoothies, they say that the fiber is maintained. So the fiber is there, everything is there. So if you drink that, it's good for you. Now the problems with that are that the fiber quality is not good anymore. First of all, we need fiber because we need to feed some of the bacteria that are our friends, who live in our gut, who help us. If we don't feed them, they go hungry. If they go hungry, our body will suffer because one part of our body is not working well. So fiber is important, but when you break down in a blender completely breaks down, makes it creamy, right? For those of you who had smoothies, if I blend a few vegetables and fruits and together, you'll be like, oh, this doesn't even feel like fruit anymore because it ain't. What's happened is all the fiber and everything has been crushed with high force, sharp blades into something that's doesn't resemble plant anymore or the vegetable anymore, and that you're drinking. So the fiber quality is not that great. Granted that it's a total package, but it's not the package in uh, it's all the components of that vegetable, for example, that you blended are now readily available for absorption instantly, because all the fiber has been broken down, and there's nothing to inhibit or slow down any of the absorption process. So I think that's one of the reasons why blending isn't that great anymore. If to do it every day, I mean, once in a while it's good. If you do it every single day or 2 3 meals a day, then that's not a great way of doing. And here's one other important thing that you have to think about. Uh, my father-in-law joked with me once. I was having a smoothie. He said, you're drinking your vegetables. If you do that, your teeth will fall out. You don't need teeth anymore. And I made me think about that. And I realized that when you actually chew the food, our saliva has enzymes, and those enzymes break down the food and help in the digestive process. On top of it, there are also, during digestion, there are certain chemicals that get absorbed through our saliva into our body. And for example, nitrates, which are really good for our heart and for our blood vessels. When we chew on leafy green vegetables, those nitrates get converted into nitrites, then they get absorbed into our gut, and that helps us make nitrous oxide, which is good for the blood to flow nicely throughout our arteries. And so interesting thing is that the leftover nitrites are then put back from the blood. It goes back into our saliva, so it can be processed again. So it's incredible. Our body is amazing, sort of a recycling plant, if you think about it that way. So by blending something and bypassing what happens here in the mouth, can set off cascade of reactions. So again, to be careful about blending and juicing. It's good to chew on food. It has its benefit. Juicing has its benefit too, but we don't nearly know enough about that. So I hope this gives you some food for thought. Good luck and enjoy your smoothies and juices, but in moderation. Maybe carefully, not too much. Take care.